Digital Privacy 101. Hi folks, I'm Aaron Delgado. I'm a criminal defense attorney here in Florida, and I want to talk to you about digital privacy. Gone are the days of some FBI agent sitting in a van outside your building trying to patch into the switchboard. Today, our phones are constantly recording detailed information about us, and I want to talk to you about how law enforcement is able to use that information against you if they get in possession of your phone. I think everyone understands that there's a possibility that their phone calls could be recorded or monitored with a search warrant or wiretap authorization. I think it's common sense now that people understand that text messages are also subject to some sort of interception. That's why we see a rise in what they call ephemeral messaging, programs that automatically delete the messages after they've been sent. What a lot of people don't know is those messaging programs like Snapchat cooperate with the federal government and law enforcement, and they often store far more data than you may be aware of. You may think the message you sent has been deleted, but it may be stored somewhere on a server. It may also be stored on the recipient's cell phone or digital device, and they may not even know that. One of the common things we're seeing in investigations is police obtain cell phones, they do detailed forensic extractions, and then they apply for subpoenas to the various internet service providers or application providers to get the detailed information from those companies. Even if they can't get the messages, they can get proof that you were using that program and try to establish circumstantially your guilt. A lot of people don't understand as well that the cell phone that you're holding in your hand is keeping a constant record of your location, places you go frequently, things like that. It's all masked under the guise of convenience. Isn't it great when your phone suggests you leave a few minutes early because of heavy traffic? It knows you got to pick up your kids, or you've got a golf lesson, or you're heading to the gym, and it predicts that. At the same time, all of those locations and all of that data is stored very easily for law enforcement access. If you're accused of a crime, forget them doing something old-fashioned like pinging to see if your cell phone was in the area. Your cell phone can tell them exactly where you were, exactly what time, and that's data that you may not even know is being collected. If you're more sophisticated, you could go into your phone and disable or delete some of those settings, but lots of us aren't even aware that that's being harvested. Remember, it's not just what the data shows, but what the data doesn't show. If every day you go a certain way to work, and at the time the crime is committed, your phone shows you not going that way or shows you somewhere else, even if it doesn't necessarily put you at the scene of the crime, it can certainly be damning evidence or at least arouse the suspicion of law enforcement. A lot of people believe that cell phone conversations are encrypted, and a lot of the internet service providers and a lot of the app designers brag on their encryption. They say it's end-to-end encrypted, only the recipient can read it. Ladies and gentlemen, the simplest way around that is a second phone recording what's on the screen, or a law enforcement officer standing slightly off camera. Nowadays, our cell phones are our greatest tools, but probably your greatest weakness if you're engaged in any kind of illicit or suspicious activity. If you've been accused of a crime and there's any sort of digital evidence involved, you need to hire an experienced criminal defense attorney who has access to all the same software the police are using, whether it's Cellebrite or similar extraction software. You need a lawyer who understands the limitations of technology, what can and can't be done, knows the legal requirements the police must follow to get this very personal information, and has experience litigating those issues in state and federal court. If you or someone you know has been accused of a crime and a cell phone's involved, you need the right lawyer. If you have any questions about digital evidence, digital defenses, or technology-based crimes in general, please don't hesitate to call the law offices of Aaron Delgado & Associates. We have decades of experience defending people accused of all types of crimes, including crimes in which digital evidence was the key component. And we have a team of experts in-house who can work with you to learn everything you need to know about mounting the best digital defense possible. It's 2024, you need a modern lawyer, not someone whose idea of technology peaked with the pager.